Hello friends, welcome at SK CAD/CAM Solutions. In the last session we have seen the blow mold rust roughing machining. This session we will learn how to make a semi-finished tool path for the blow mold cavity. These are two tool paths created in the last session. Uh, Now we have to finish cavity area. Sorry, we have to semi-finish cavity area and this profile is the suitable for the raster finishing operations. So we will use the raster strategy to create the semi-finished tool path for this. Before creating the raster, we will see the rest material, how much material is rest in this cavity. The way is we have to go to the tool path, select the stock model, mention the left material by 10 mm, select the stock model here, select the operations, click OK. It will generate a stock model, and the same stock model we can see here in the tool path. It is being generated. If it is green means tool path is being generated. We have to wait. It will take some time as per your computer capability. Some computers having the small RAMs, it will take more time. If the computer having good RAM, then it will be generate easily. Now I am going to hide this model. I will show you the rest model here. You can see transparency. It is the machine 3D model by your 10 mm cutter. Now we have a small material left in this area. This we must machine before going to raster toolpath. Unblank the 3D model. To create the toolpath here, I have to create some boundaries, otherwise I can use the same from models. To generate the boundaries, you can select here in the shawlated curve also. Sorry, I have to create the boundaries from the surface edges. Go to wireframe and select on the curve on face. It will create some curves. These are not required me. I will just delete this. Two more curve I will add here as a boundary. The purpose is that only the between area I have to do machining. Same operation I am copying here for the rest machining of the cavity. Need to change the boundary. This is the boundary I have selected here. Go to the tool. This time I will use a ball 8 mm cutter for the remove the rest material. Tool number is 3. The purpose is using this 8 mm cutter that Existing cavity is having the round profile at bottom, and if I use flat end mill, once again I have to use another cutter for the rest roughing. Here the rest roughing, I am going to another operation as a stock model. This will be helpful to detect the material. Point 1 is my step down. Step 4 will be here. Maximum will be the 0.5 mm for 8 mm cutter, and minimum will be the 0.3 mm. Generate the tool path. It is being generated. It is taking some time as the rest roughing tool path need to calculate existing tool path and the current tool path to find out the material to machining. You can see the 8 mm ball has created the tool path here for the rest area. After this program, I am able to use the raster toolpath for the semi roughing. For this toolpath, I will give name ROU rough. Create a new toolpath group. I will name as a semi rough toolpath. Now I am copying the existing toolpath, paste it here. Now I will change toolpath type from roughing to finishing, and I will use a raster. Model geometry, I will really minimize the stock as a 0.2 mm. As this is my semi roughing operation and it will minimize the load on the finished tool path, that is the benefit for me. I can also remove the material with some higher feed rate. Here I will select zigzag. Step 4 will be with the 0.5 mm. Then you can see it is created the raster toolpath, but it is considered as a rest material. I have to edit there as it is not work for me. I have to remove the stock. Once again I will generate it. You can see the smooth toolpath is being generated here. After this operation I will use the finished toolpath. I would like to notice you this area where the step 4 is parallel, but due to the height variation in the model it is created the big gap in tool lines. For this kind of entities we can modify the setting here in the raster toolpath as a perpendicular fill. This will overcome this problem. If you have the height variation, you can see this before there was a gap, now it is created the smooth toolpath lines here and it has created the gap. It has filled the gap with the perpendicular fill option. So this way you can use the semi roughing or raster strategy for your model. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any doubts, please write in the comments.